microphones.
Yeah, that was kind of fucking with me too.
They're out. No more microphones.
We'll get some though.
We're gonna get some cool ones.
We'll get some.
Eventually.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's get into it, buddy. Welcome everybody to the 99 Room. New podcast. My good buddy here, Dylan.
Hello.
I am co-host Trevor. On this podcast, we're going to be talking about some sports opinions, some pop culture, and it's going to be a good time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We'll tap into anything else that trips our trigger and tickles our fancy, right?
Right. Crazy headlines.
Yeah.
We're going to do one of those every week. Multiple actually.
Should be good. Should be a good time.
It's
just you and me here.
It's just a conversation between the pals.
Mm-hmm.
And an iPad and a camera.
2 cameras.
Two cameras. Two cameras and an iPad. And 2 beers. All right. Let's get into a little bit of our conversation here. We're going to start with the NFL offseason.
Okay.
First topic I want to talk about. Packers wide receiver room. Let's hear your take.
What are they doing?
Let's hear it. Tell me.
For one, I'm disappointed, really, is what it comes down to. They had opportunity, and they just didn't take any of them.
I think they made decent choices in the draft, but they've never been built to go in free agency.
Right.
It's ridiculous. They have big names out there right now still that they haven't signed, and it's
you could fact check me on this one, but I'm fairly certain that Aaron's only thrown to one first-round receiver, and it's Jimmy Graham.
Yep.
A tight end.
I think it might be Mercedes Lewis, actually.
Is that who it is?
I think it's Mercedes Lewis.
Yep, that sounds more accurate.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's possible Jimmy Graham. I don't even know if he was a first-round pick.
I don't know.
It was a long time ago.
We
were young. But yeah, Mercedes Lewis.
But it just blows my mind,
Yeah, that's
that
wild.
long in the league, and you never get the opportunity to. I mean, granted, Devontae did turn out to be a huge role in the NFL. And being
Jordy
high
before
caliber
him too.
Right.
2 quality guys.
But you give Aaron Rodgers a guy like Jamar Chase,
right,
or
Justin Jefferson.
Come on now.
I wanted Chris Olave this year.
Yeah.
It's kind of. It might be a good thing because he's a little injury prone, but he is a big time player.
Yeah.
So, moving on from the Packers wide receiver room, let's talk about some injuries.
Mm-hmm.
First up, Dak Prescott.
Big one. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Cowboys, but hate to see
Fuck
it.
the Cowboys.
That's right. That is right. But really do hate to see it, The guy's had a rough go of it for the first portion of his career, and hopefully this doesn't take him out for the long run. I don't think it will.
Yeah.
He's a pretty tough guy, but a thumb injury.
Yeah.
Pretty vital.
Yep.
Didn't they say that he was going to be out for quite a while?
6 to 8 weeks.
Quite a bit longer, though, I thought it was to begin with.
Yeah.
And based off of his recovery time and what he's saying, that's when they, I think, decided.
I think he's tough, so he'll come back.
Right.
But it's going to be a while. Trey Lance.
Yeah.
Young guy. We were just talking about it.
And he was supposed to be a breakout guy this year.
I feel bad for him.
Yep.
I feel bad
out
for
the
him.
Season.
But that's another team. Fuck the 49ers. They fuck us up in the playoffs.
Shout out to Tobias out there.
Yeah.
I know he'll watch it.
Yeah, Toby for sure. That motherfucker. All right. Well, yeah, he's out for the season. Ankle injury. He just had surgery.
Good thing they kept Jimmy G.
Yep.
Good
GM's got big dick energy on that one.
Called his number.
All right. Next one. Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah.
Questionable.
Yeah. I have Jerry Jeudy on fantasy, and boy, let me tell you, he reamed me last week.
He fucked everything up.
Yep. But what is it? Cracked rib, broken rib,
something
whatever
like
they're saying.
Yep.
It's a pretty tough injury to play through,
right?
And especially in the wide receiver position.
Yeah.
So
he's a hell of an athlete.
I'll tell you one thing for free though. I did move him. He's on the bench this week.
He's on the bench. Get him out.
Whether he's playing or not,
you can't take the risk.
No.
You can't take the risk.
Next man on deck. You know what I mean?
All right, TJ Watt. Out for 4 weeks at least.
And that's crazy to think about too, because what is the status of the actual injury? What is it?
It's torn.
Pec?
It's
It's like what?
It might be like a slight tear though. That might be the
Sure.
thing. You know.
And does it need surgery later?
Probably. It's probably gonna be
Assuming.
fucked up for the rest of his life.
Right.
You know, because he's not gonna recover perfect. Because
Yeah.
he's gonna want to play.
And an edge rush guy.
Yep. It's pretty wild. Just like big name guys, I feel like every season go down. And
Right.
Well, most NFL guys are big name guys, but
I know what you mean.
you know the
Yeah.
star players,
Right.
Like,
The guys that are really supposed to be doing something out there. Yeah.
for sure.
Or the guy the previous year had a pretty good season and they're expected
Right.
to do really, really well.
Yeah, fucking Steelers.
Yeah.
dude.
Fucking Steelers.
All right. Switching gears. Let's talk about some Wisconsin sports
Mhm.
because fuck all the other teams.
Mhm.
Let's be honest.
Right.
Packers after week 1. Packers after week 1. What's your takeaways on that game?
Tough to watch.
It was tough.
Truly and thoroughly.
Fucking heartbreaking.
Yes. Yeah. Quite honestly, I didn't really see a lick of good out there.
Yeah.
It was pretty brutal to
Right.
watch. I mean,
We got some stats. Aaron Rodgers, you know, he had a lot of passing yards. Well, not a lot, but 195, no touchdowns, 1 pick, 22 for 34. It's not a bad ratio. Not a great game. He
Right.
usually is way different in the interception to touchdown
right.
ratio.
Oh yeah.
So, fuck everybody for all their bullshit expectations after week 1. Oh, he's going to throw another pick. He didn't throw another fucking pick. All right. Next, Aaron Jones, 5 rushes, 49 yards, 3 receptions, 8 touches total in the game. Everybody was talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What do you think was going through Matt LaFleur's head?
I really don't know. Because, you know, Alan Lazard being hurt, not a lot of guys playing in the receiver room that have good connections with Aaron,
Yep.
aside from Randall Cobb. So I would say, in my head, going into that game, Aaron Jones is my guy.
Right.
Aaron Jones is my guy.
Well, they paid him.
Right.
Fuck.
He knows the offense. He's been here the longest. And it just didn't happen.
Right.
It just didn't happen. And, I mean, it could be expected,
Right.
you know?
Yep.
It could be expected.
Other running back, you know, A.J. Dillon, he led in receiving yards and receptions.
Yeah. Granted, he is a good receiver, but that can't be happening.
I mean, if it was Aaron Jones, everybody would be like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
you know? But it's like, A.J. Dillon, he's clearly the guy that's going to be our third down running back.
Right.
When it comes down to that 1 yard, A.J. Dillon's going to be in the game because he needs to run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Jones can do both.
Right.
Well, you know, so it's
Mhm.
like when A.J. Dillon's the leading receiver, it worries me,
Right.
you know. And we talked about it a fuck ton.
Mm-hmm.
The Christian Watson drop.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like,
Huge factor. I can't believe that didn't even come into my
Ah.
head. First play, 75-yard bomb.
it showed his speed, not his hands. He just he went out there and pooped the fucking bed.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he did.
Yeah, hopefully he sits on that for a little while and then thinks about it, you know, and reflects on it in a good way.
Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson combined 6 receptions for 71 yards in that week 1 loss to the Vikings. So they're getting the ball, but not doing anything with it yet. So we'll see. We'll see. And moving on into that, I mean, we did see in week 2.
Yes, we
let's
did.
talk about week 2 with the
Yes, we
Packers.
did.
That was last Sunday here. We're
Yep.
on Tuesday now. So
So Tuesday today. Awesome game to watch. Actually, I only watched I watched the first quarter, and then so I was at my mom and dad's this last weekend.
Yep.
I watched the first quarter, and then I listened to the second and third on the radio on the way home. I'm
like
not,
a fucking geezer.
I'm not one to listen to the radio on a game, but I had no choice.
Dude,
you know? So I was
they
like,
kill it. Though.
right, and I was like, they it was actually kind of funny, you know?
Yeah.
Some of the things that the broadcasters were saying, I was
Right.
like, huh, this is something new.
Yeah,
you know?
because it's like geared towards like the people that are listening to the
Right,
radio.
right.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's like,
But like they were kind of like cracking jokes out there based off like what they were saying and
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, they killed it. Yeah. And then I watched the fourth quarter here once I got home. And an awesome game to watch
Right.
and listen to.
Yeah. Fuck the Bears.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers owns those.
I'm not gonna
motherfuckers.
lie though, I was nervous. I had tons of questions,
Yeah.
obviously, about our offense and defense, for that matter, on what we were going to be able to do.
Right.
Granted, you know the Bears are always a tough team, but I mean, in all reality, let's be honest, they kind of suck.
Fuck the Bears.
Yeah. So
Aaron Rodgers is a legal owner of that team.
I think didn't they have like 200 rushing yards total combined
Yeah.
as a team?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that's awesome to see.
Yeah.
Pound that baby, pound it hard too.
Let's get into some stats here. Aaron Rodgers, he went on a 13 completion streak. 13 in a row.
Love to
Anyways,
see it.
19 for 25, 234 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's Aaron Rodgers.
That's the Aaron Rodgers we know.
That's Aaron.
Yep.
That's been that way for what? Fucking 16 years now? 17 years?
Yeah.
What is it?
18 in the league.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good Lord. Anyways, Aaron Jones, 2 total touchdowns, 1 receiving, 1 rushing, 132 yards on the ground.
Very nice.
Fucking awesome to see. He's leading the league in forced broken tackles.
Really?
And he's maybe 195 pounds. I'm just kidding. I think he's like 200 something.
Yeah.
Something like
But
that.
I know what you mean. And he runs so like all out.
It's out of control.
Right.
It looks
Out
like,
of control.
it's
Right.
like-
That's a good way to describe it. He's like arms are flailing.
Right, and his
like,
legs.
His legs are going crazy. It's
but he's
just like,
so fast.
oh yeah.
And they just
Oh,
can't
yeah.
tackle him. He's
Yeah.
slippery, man.
Oh yeah. It's nice.
Big dog, AJ Dillon, 18 carries for 61 tough yards.
Oh
man.
yeah.
61 tough ones.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said 2 minutes prior, he is the big running back
Third
that's
down.
giving us that fucking
Third
third
down
down
back.
conversion.
Yep.
You know, so it's good to see. And he's I heard a clip of Matt LaFleur talking about the game in a press conference
Mhm.
after. And he was like, he doesn't like to be referred to as a fullback, so we never call him that.
Uh-huh.
He sure looked good fucking running out in front of Aaron Jones on
Hell
that
yeah.
touchdown, man. It was like, he's a good blocker. And
Oh, yeah.
who wants to fucking take on that guy?
Right.
Like, good God. Let's talk about the wide receivers. Sammy Watkins, he had a breakout game, which
Mhm.
was good to see.
Yep.
3 receptions, 93 yards.
Crazy.
Pretty good.
Crazy.
Pretty good,
He's going to be our downfield guy until the rookies can figure out how to catch the ball.
for sure.
You know, he's that veteran in that wide receiver room, and I hope that he can step it up next week against Tampa Bay.
He's
And-
gotta ball out.
right.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
he's
He's on a
playing for
one-year
his spot.
contract,
Yep.
so
It's like the franchise mode in Madden right now. You're playing for that fucking spot, Sammy.
oh yeah,
Make that money.
Yeah.
He had a great game. I was impressed with that last big catch he had
mm-hmm.
behind the linebackers. It was a good route. But I heard, like, when you think about that route, you don't really have to be a great receiver to run that route.
yeah,
You're running to space because it's designed for that.
right,
But he caught it and made a play.
Right.
So that's what makes me believe that he's going to be able to do it.
mm-hmm.
You know,
And how long has he been in the league? 10
I
plus,
couldn't
right?
even, I couldn't even tell you, to be honest.
10 plus. I know he's been in for quite a while.
Right. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he won a Super Bowl with the Chiefs.
Did he?
So, yeah, he got a ring, but I think he might have been hurt. So,
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, he's got the long
Whatever.
hair. He's got the confidence.
Yep.
I want to see him do good.
Mhm.
I'm rooting for the guy. So.
Mhm.
Alan Lazard back in the lineup. He had a big touchdown. Hit 2 receptions.
Getting his feet Getting his feet wet.
Yeah.
You know, coming off the injury. Hopefully he's healthy. I don't know what his status is. He's hamstring, right? Was what his thing was.
I think so. Yep.
Yeah. So that might be still bothering him a little bit. Maybe that's why he was so limited last week. But hopefully he's nursed that back to full strength
Right.
and he can come out fucking guns blazing this
Hell
next
yeah.
week.
You can tell that the guys rally around him. Like,
Right.
They want
Oh,
him to be the number one guy.
Right, for sure.
You know?
For sure. Especially with how well he performed the past couple of years.
Right.
You know, it wasn't like outstanding
Yeah.
by any means. It's not like a superstar year, but let's be honest, he was behind Devontae.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of hard to put up 1,000+ yards in a year
with Devontae on the
right.
team.
You know,
Exactly.
Aaron's looking his way pretty much every time, and that's not the case anymore.
Right.
So he's going to be the guy.
Let's stop talking about offense. Let's talk about the big dogs on the football team, the defense,
Mm-hmm.
the best players on the field.
Yeah.
Linebackers, they played well.
Mhm.
Preston Smith and Rashawn Gary, they have the most pressures in the league at this point in time.
Nice.
52 and 91 getting it done. Preston Smith has got 2 sacks already.
Yep.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome
Rashawn
to
had
see.
1.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. So, love to see that too. 52 out on the field, really performing now for us.
Right.
Um,
Big dog.
you know, we knew it when he was drafted. He just needed a little bit of working to do, and
Right.
and he's put that in, and it really shows it on the football
Oh
field.
yeah.
Now, so
Dude, he's one of my favorite players.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
He really is.
yeah, it's cool to see on his Instagram too, like his videos of him, working out. You
Right.
can tell he's really freaking putting that work in.
Yeah. Marketing genius.
Yeah.
He really is. Let's talk about the draft pick that we have this year at middle linebacker, Quay Walker.
Quay Walker.
5 tackles in that week 2 win.
Yeah. It's good to see too, because he's the first round guy, and
Right.
in my opinion, if you're drafted in the first round, you got to be out there playing with the boys,
Right.
regardless of what position it is. I mean, I understand sometimes some teams take the early pick and they have a veteran out there,
Right.
but they're not going to be able to start him right
Right.
away. But
I don't want to be
Cool to see.
weird. I don't want to be weird. But he looks fucking yoked out there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I'm staring at his arms and I'm like, holy fucking shit. Look at that guy out
I
there.
mean, let's be honest, all of them out there, right?
And he's only a rookie.
All right.
Yeah, well, fuck Kenny Clark, dude. He's a monster.
Oh,
When
yeah.
you watch him play, like you just watch him live, it's just
Mhm.
like it's like watching Aaron Donald.
Right.
He just throws grown men,
To the
more than grown men. These guys are fucking 6'8",
Right.
300 some pounds,
Uh-huh.
and he just throws them around like
Mhm.
nothing.
Yeah, I actually recall week 1, the commentator of the game said that he was talking about Kenny Clark and how he is our Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
I was like, he most definitely
For
is.
sure.
And he might not be looked at by the rest of the league as that or that type of caliber, but he is definitely that for us,
Right.
and he does it well.
Yep.
So yeah, I'd love to see it. He's been on the team for quite some time now, so
Oh, yeah.
hopefully he decides to stick around, because
Yeah.
we could definitely use him.
I think they'll be able to pay him next year,
Mhm.
hopefully, because I think he's on his last year of his contract.
Is that
I
right?
could be wrong. But, dude, he is so young still.
Right.
And it's like, he's been playing for us for like 6 years.
Yeah.
And it's like, holy
Yeah.
shit, this guy's going to be around for a long
I
time.
mean, honestly, shout out Dean Lowry too. He's always been pretty
Dude, he's
consistent. Right.
He's solid.
He doesn't completely murder out there, but he does well in what he needs to do.
Yeah, he makes those plays when he needs to.
Mhm.
And it's like the dirtiest position in NFL is
Right.
D tackles.
D-tackle. Yep.
And it's wild.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about the Monday night games.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have any stats there for the Monday night games, but
Right. That was last night. You were here.
yeah, blowout wins in both games. Eagles won. I was happy about it because fuck the Vikings.
Of
Go
course.
Pat, go.
Oh yeah.
Fuck the Vikings. But yeah, I mean it was good to see Jalen Hurts do good.
Yeah. Yeah. Junior year? Sophomore season? Junior?
Sophomore.
Either way, really hasn't proven much out there yet, but he's definitely getting there.
Yep.
Had a really good game yesterday against a pretty solid defense.
Right.
I mean, the Vikings aren't
They're
a
pretty solid.
slouch team, so and they handled them pretty good.
Yeah,
so
they fucked him up.
yeah.
Bills with a big win
Mm-hmm.
also.
I mean, Tennessee's looking pretty fucking sketch right now,
Yeah.
but again,
Well,
that's
dude,
not a slouch team. So
With Ryan Tannehill at the helm,
Mhm.
I believe they're one-dimensional.
yeah.
The new NFL is you need a quarterback that can move.
Mm-hmm.
And all they do right now is run the ball. And if they can't run the ball, then they're kind of fucked. Because Ryan Tannehill, he can throw. He'll make the throw. But when it comes down to it, Ryan Tannehill isn't going to win you a Super Bowl.
Right.
I don't know. You can't lean on Derrick Henry every game.
Right.
It's
Right. And I was just talking to Mac yesterday. It was He said Derrick Henry's washed. He's washed. That's what he said.
What?
I know. He always has the most hot takes for me. Shout out Mac.
We need to get him on here.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I'll slap him silly.
I politely had said, you're out of your mind. He's not washed.
That's King Henry, dude.
Right. I said he's been tearing the league up the past 3 years.
Yep.
I was like, and you got to remember, man. Everybody out there is a professional athlete.
Right.
Everybody out there, no matter good or bad in the league, they're still a professional athlete. And if you're tearing it up like that, everybody's watching your game film.
Yep.
Everybody's checking you out. Everybody's figuring out a way to stop you. And they've just figured that out.
Yep.
You know? I mean,
it comes down to the offensive line.
Right.
You know, they're gonna mesh well.
And
later.
the whole offense in reality, you know,
Right.
like you said, if you're not able to throw the ball very well and you just run it every time,
Yep.
the defense is expecting it and they're going to stop you.
Yep.
So
That's why I think,
it goes hand in
especially
hand.
with the Packers,
Oh yeah,
they need to not lean. They need to use the running backs. Don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
If they can pass that fucking thing, because that's Aaron Rodgers
Right.
there.
Yep.
You know.
But at the same time, if you don't have anybody to catch that, ball,
you just hand it to him.
right.
All right, let's move on to.
jet sweeps.
We're gonna wrap up every week with crazy headlines. I'm gonna bring headlines to Dylan here. We're gonna get his reaction. We're gonna get his take on these headlines, and they're gonna be funny. They're gonna be crazy. They're gonna be awesome. And some of them are gonna be fucking downright weird.
Lay it on me.
All right, first one. Las Vegas police are investigating
Yeah.
an altercation that took place after the Cardinals won in overtime in Las Vegas. Kyler Murray walked up to the stands, high-fiving fans. Video shows that somebody may have slapped him in the fucking face.
It's so, like, it's definitely, like, aggravated or, like, quick.
Right.
But it's, like, it's not like a slap. Like you said yesterday, it's kind of like a hug.
I think it was a fan trying to hug him,
Or
and
something.
he turned really quick, so it was more of like a...
Right, and
You know?
it's just like, let's be honest, people get weird, you know?
Right,
It's
when
like
they're
Kyler
famous.
Murray's right here, and it's just like, it's just like, they probably like reacted, and he took it. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
very interesting that the police are actively looking
Right.
for the fan.
Right.
It's like, wow.
Well, the thing is they'll probably never let him back in
Right.
to any game.
It's like, damn,
So.
just like that.
Yep,
Just
just
like
like that. Just like that. Second,
Keep in mind, folks, be mindful while at the stadium.
yep, don't get too fucked up.
Yeah.
Don't get too fucked up, but have a good time.
Right.
Always.
Definitely have a good time.
All right, second headline of the week. Lamar Jackson broke the rushing record.
Mm-hmm.
Most 100-yard rushing games as a quarterback.
Yeah.
He has 11.
Yeah.
Beat Michael Vick.
Yeah.
It's wild.
That is pretty wild. Mike Vick.
Where do
Respectfully.
you think Lamar Jackson ranks quarterbacks today? Let's hear that. I want to hear that.
My hot take on the deal. I'd almost have to like lay it out, you know, like.
Yep.
So for me, Aaron, obviously. Pat Mahomes. I'm gonna say Josh Allen.
Okay.
Then it's probably a wash between Lamar and Joey Burrow. That's four or five
Four or
for
five.
me. 4 or 5 for me.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Allen, yeah. I mean, you could no. Josh Allen's too much of a bruiser and he runs the ball. I was gonna say Lamar. You could put the factor that he runs the ball really well, obviously, in there to bump number 3. But I think Josh Allen runs the ball enough and he's laying his shoulder down
Right.
and running guys over, and he guns the ball
he's
really
invincible.
nice, right? So
You
it's
know?
just like right now he's got to be number 3 right behind Pat Mahomes, just because
Sure.
Pat Mahomes is like a step down from Aaron, or maybe 2 or 3 steps down from
Right.
Aaron. So it's like he's got to be number 2 inevitably, you
Yeah.
know, for me, anyways.
Moving on to the last one. Moving on from sports to Rockstar Games. Somebody hacked in, leaked GTA 6.
Yeah,
They leaked it.
I'm not gonna lie.
Some of it.
I'm not gonna lie. I went on there and looked. I seen the headliner on Instagram. I was like, "What?" I went on Google GTA 6 fucking leaks or whatever. You know, I checked it out. I won't deny that,
Right.
but I hate to see it. Really, I mean,
Right.
people.
It's just gonna, it's gonna extend when they release the game now, and
right.
I've told you this before. I hate it when people leak music,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the same thing with video games. If you leak it, you ruin it.
You ruin it.
So
I mean, GTA 6 isn't ruined. You know,
Right.
it's just spoiled.
Yep.
It's
spoiled.
It's
Spoiled milk.
Spoiled milk, but the game's still gonna be dope as fuck. You
Yeah.
know, like,
Right.
and you gotta keep in mind, GTA 5 was released in like 2013.
Right.
So it's like that game is pretty
It's old.
Yeah.
And it's still fun.
Super fun.
You know,
Super
there's
fun.
so
I got it on the PS5 and it's
Right.
still a blast to play.
Yeah.
I still play the campaign every once in a while to do
Oh,
those
yeah.
cool heist missions and stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Yep.
So, but yeah, it's crazy. I wonder how hackers do that shit. You know,
They're
so smart.
fucking doing crack.
right?
And they're sitting behind their computers. I don't know.
I'm gonna fucking do this
Right.
guys so dirty.
But it's like, those guys are the scariest in the world.
right?
Because
They're
right now,
fucking
technology is everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, if
And
you
how
can
much
master
information do you have on the internet? You
Too
know,
much.
or like, yeah. You know, like you could get fucking. Oh yeah, you could really fuck somebody over if you wanted to.
Yeah, for sure.
That's scary.
Well, buddy, I think this is good for the first episode
Oh yeah,
of the 99 Room. It's good hanging out
it
with
feels
you.
good.
It does.
does feel good.
I like this. This one felt good. man.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to go with this one. This is a nice setup.
Yeah.
It feels comfy.
Yeah.
I'm having a good
Yeah.
time. So we'll be doing this every week. Probably releasing soon. Date to be determined.
Yes.
So
You guys will know about it when you know about it, because when you know about it, you're gonna be watching this. So,
And if you're going to be watching it, then you already fucking know about it.
oh yeah. And when you know, you'll know.
All right. It's my buddy Dylan.
This
Trevor.
is my buddy Trevor.
Let's fucking go. 99 Room.
Hell yeah.